Hello guys, welcome to Bearable. In this video, I will be telling you how you can value or how you can calculate the price of a treasury bond. Okay, we will be discussing about a US treasury bond, but the rules apply to all the treasury bonds. So, what are treasury bonds? These are bonds issued by the governments of the countries, and these bonds pay coupons or interest rates. Now they can be interest rates can be semi-annual, quarterly, or annual, but in our case we are assuming that interest rates are being paid annually. Okay, so what are the characteristics of the bond which whose price we are going to calculate? Remember, those in the yellow, they are the things which we are going to calculate with the help of formulas. So the face value of this treasury bond is $100, which means that when the bond matures, we'll be receiving $100 from the government. Okay, in this case the US treasury, and the bond will mature in 6 years, as you can see here. And the coupon rate, which is paid annually, is 3%, which means that 3% of 100 is $3. So at the end of each year up until year 6, we will be receiving $3 as interest payment on this bond and yield. So this is the market return, that is, investors expect this 7.6% to receive on new investments. Okay, so we will use this market yield to discount the cash flows of this bond so that we can calculate the price of the bond. So we can calculate this by using the net present value function, and for that we will be writing down the cash flows which we are going to receive from this bond. Remember that right now we are standing at year 0 and our cash flow is negative 100. Okay, because this is how much we paid for this bond, and we are going to calculate its price right now. So we purchased this bond for $100, so this is our cash outflow at year 0. Okay, so then at the end of year 1 we are going to receive $3 coupon or interest on this bond. So our positive cash flow at the end of year 1 will be $3. And similarly for year 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, for year 6, our cash flow is going to be the $100 face value of the bond, because we will be receiving that upon maturity, and the $3 coupon payment for the year number 6. So our total inflows for the year number 6 would be $103. But we can't simply add them. We first have to discount this, because over the years the inflows which we are going to receive in the form of interest, they are going to lose their value due to inflation and the time value of money and all those things which we will discuss in another video. So how we will discount them? We will discount them by using the yield, that is discount rate, which is 7.6%. So we don't need to discount this 100, because we are standing here right now at year 0. Okay, so at year 1 we will receive, at the end of year 1 we will receive $3, and but we have to discount it, because that $3 we will receive it 1 year from now. So we will discount it using this discount rate, that is 7.6%. So here we go. Now look at the formula bar at the bottom left corner here. Let me just, so here what I did is that I discounted G13. Remember, G13 is this $3 by 1.076. Remember, our discount rate was 7.6%. So when we divide 7.6% by 100, we get 0.076, and then we have to add 1 to it, because we are going to discount it. So 1 plus 0.076 equals to 1.076. So we are going to divide G13, which is the cash inflow, by 1.076, and raise to the power of the discount factor, which is 1.076. We will raise to the power of 1, and that is because we are receiving this cash flow at the end of year one. So the answer we get is 2.79. Similarly, when we go to year two, here you go, we will use the same discount rate, that is 1.076, but now we will raise it to the power of 2 because that cash flow is going to be received 2 years from year 0. Okay, so similarly, for year 3 we will use the raised to power 3, and the last one, as you can see, for year 6 we have used the same discount rate, but we have raised it to the power of 6 because that cash flow will be received 6 years from today. So if we add all these discounted cash flows, this turns out to be, as you can see, the sum at the bottom left corner, which is 78.47. So this is the price. So the price of a coupon bond is simply the present value of all the future cash flows which you are going to receive from that bond, discounted at the rate or the yield of the bond. And what is the yield is what the investors want out of a bond. Okay, this is, for example, initially when the bond was issued, it was issued at 3%. The government wanted investors to receive 3% interest, but now interest rates have increased, or maybe the risk has increased associated with these bonds. So now the investors demand that they should receive 7.6% when valuing different investments. So that $100 bond is now $78 bond because of the increased return which the investors want. Back then they would have bought this bond at 3% rate, but now they demand more, and that is why they are willing to pay less for this bond. They are willing to pay only $78 for $100 bond. So I hope this clarified your concept and how we can calculate the price of the bond. In the next videos, we will talk about some other concepts. For now, do subscribe to Beable. Thanks for watching.